All right, just another update. I took the driven clutch off, and let me tell you that it was a bear. As you can tell by the shrapnel all around. The clutch actually sits on this spline part right here, and I don't know if you can tell, but there are threads inside here that the 1/4-inch bolt goes through and locks it in so that it can, open and close. It was frozen, very much so, and you can see there are decades of built up gunk and debris and all, but I mean, quite simply, you can move the entire cart back by hand if you really wanted to. I'm gonna put this down for 1 second. There we go. Just move it back a little bit. Now, so thinking about all of this stuff and how this is going to work, I think what I'm going to have to do, since the motor's going here and the trans is going here, I'm not sure. It's going to be a lot of tubing out here. Now I've got this. I'm just going to rebuild after, and again, because it moves independently of the axle, moves independently of the rest of the frame for suspension purposes, obviously. So everything that I do is going to have to come off of that ladder type frame that I was talking about before. So I'm going to sit down and probably draw something up here, just to see how it's going to go. In the meantime, I'm going to try and clean some of this off. I don't think it's leaking or anything, but I do smell rear fluid. So my hope is that it's not coming out of here. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. That was a beast to get off. So the puller that I got, it's like 1997 something 1 or 2, is not the correct clutch puller for either the drive clutch or the driven clutch, even though it says it covers everything from the 70s up through 91 or 93 or whatever the jazz is. This is a 1989, and I can tell you that the clutch puller was almost the same diameter as this axle. It's about a 1/2 inch almost, or a little bigger. So I'm not really sure what their intention is. I guess you really can't have a one-size-fits-all special service tool. I'm just kind of disappointed because I spent $30, and now I'm going to have to go through the rigmarole of returning it, since I can't use it. So now I know at this point usually what happens is the motor will be placed there, they put a sprocket there with the Comet clutch, and off you go, and that's great, except I want reverse. So we're gonna have to do it back here. I know a lot of this is repetitive, but to keep telling myself there's light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully it's just not an oncoming train. So I'll get back to you as soon as I figure out exactly how I'm going to do this. I'm probably going to go grab some tube steel and some angle iron and start mocking this up, at least the way I think it should be. And I'll get back to you probably in a few, once I get this at least somewhat figured out. So we'll see. It's not easy, but I think it's going to be worth it in the end. Or it's going to be a big pile of junk. I don't know. We'll see. So I'll keep you updated.